Well, man, I'm here. I'm here, yeah. I'm here. We are here. We are in the building. We're gonna give you a fire show. Fire, definitely a fire show. I'm on deck, you know. Wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here, you know. Got my topics all ready to go. Look, I'm donning the jersey this morning. Well, not the jersey, the jacket. The varsity jacket. I did say that I was gonna do this. Well, I'll probably do another one later on because I got parade detail. But I said I'll get here bright and early, knock this out, right? In the studio form, right? Knock this out in the studio form. And then, you know, do what I do. Let me share this real quick. Now what I've been noticing, right? Now what I've been noticing, right? I don't know. I think I might I don't know. I think I might just yeah, I think I really might just dead my Streamyard account because what I've been noticing with Streamyard, right? For whatever reason, when I go live on Streamyard, right, you pay all this money too. I forget what I pay for Streamyard. And for whatever reason, Streamyard, they don't put my stuff in the algorithm. They don't put my stuff in the algorithm. When I go live on my mobile devices like this, right? Via phone or tablet, the people are popping up. When I do the StreamYard live streams, it's not getting picked up. So right now I'm contemplating on, you know, whether this canceling, keep paying StreamYard, right? Smash the like buttons. We're gonna get to this Charlie Kirk. You know, more information has surfaced on his killer. We also got the conspiracy theories rocking and rolling right now. Thank you, Danny Hudson. Jesus loves you as well. Smash the like button. You know, please hit the like buttons when you come up in here. Feel free to share the content. We are at the desk. We got a lot of topics to touch. We're going to, you know, my motto, in and out like a robbery. Good morning, David Mitchell. Smash the like button. Salute. Happy to see you over here. So new information is coming out now about, shout out to Luke. Luke, see you in the building. Salute, man, top of the morning. So a lot of new information is coming out in regards to Charlie Kirk and his killer. Now, it is being, you know, reported, right, that his father turned him in, right? We know that, right? But also, what is being put out there is that, and the pictures are out. I might try to show some of the pictures, right? That this guy was, you know, came from some sort of a military style family, right? There's pictures of him on a military base with rocket launchers and, you know, high-powered weapons, right? And if you've been watching the content the last couple of days, I said that I was like, man, for him to be such a marksman, right? I was like, he was a marksman. But see how I spoke on, I was like, eventually more is gonna come out in the upcoming days now that he is captured and they know who he is about his background, right? So apparently, like I said, he he grew up around guns, right? He was, he came, I think they said his mother was a social worker. His father was something in, law enforcement, I think, right? AJ, what up, man? Hit the like button, man. 16 in the building. There we go. Share the content, let them know. They learn how to shoot from video games. You think so? You think they get that good at video games, AJ? Live at the desk, bro. We made it. Yes, young Gonzo. You see it, man. I've been here, though, Gonzo. Not for nothing. I've been doing this at the desk now. I think I've been here over a year and a half. A year and a half. I started out in the basement. Now I'm upstairs. Sometimes I even have the bigger conference room. But when it's just me, I could use the little small ones, right? But yeah, so now that more information is coming out, right? But I want to get to, in a second, once more people start coming in here. I already told you the conspiracy theories are out there. The videos are out there of a shooter, a spotter, and all of that, right? Did y'all see those videos yet? Baseball swag, top of the morning, man. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button, man. All right? Yeah, but they're saying that. Matter of fact, let's get to that right now. We got enough people in here. I'm not going to wait because I'm on the clock. I'm on a schedule. I have parade detail in a little bit, man. So we're going to get to the stuff right now. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio, because the audio is for you guys. So just let me know if you guys can hear this audio that I'm going to be playing, because that is important for you guys. All right? It is imperative that you guys hear this audio. All right? Let me know if you guys hear this. Can you hear the audio? Or do I need to turn it up? Let me know. All right. Do I have to turn it up? Turn it up. I think I might have to turn it up, right? Because you guys can't hear it. All right? I don't think you guys can hear it. If you guys can't hear it, I'm gonna have to turn it up. And where's my volume? Right here. There goes the volume. Hold on. No, I don't know why. That's not playing. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. I'm not when you are independent, podcaster like myself, you have to be everything, the engineer, all these things, man. But apparently you're having technical difficulties with the audio. So I can't get it to play right now. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not coming off of the laptop. But you guys can hear me clearly though, right? Turn it up. All right. Sorry about that. So you know what I have to do? I have to go from the mobile device, man. I was trying to let it play from the laptop. But, oh, no, why? I know why. I got you guys. This is why. Look. I got it. I'm sorry. Look, see? I am so sorry. It should play now. Watch this. All right, it should play. Let's see what the problem was. Now I see what the problem was, right? I had too many things open. No. Apparently that's not the problem either. I'm sorry about that, y'all. All right, let me check on the chat. Cash 75 in the building. Salute. Hit the like button. PR, maybe. Ric Flair. Vincent Diesel. We can hear you fine. Thank you, AJ. So what I'll do is, without further ado, I'll just use the phone, right? So they are saying that, the conspiracy theories are saying that Charlie was lined up by his security, right? There are all type of videos now, right, showing the security and what the government or military likes to call spotters for snipers, where they was giving them signals and doing these things, and that is when a shot was fired, right? Now I'm not gonna play the video. I'm not gonna play the video, but I will play the audio. Here's the audio. Can you guys hear this now? You go to great lengths. Can you guys hear this?
Coach, and then 2, Charlie Kirks assassin before. And there were 2 from the guy in the white.
Counting or not counting game?
And then look,
Or not counting game.
it's like a third base coach. And then there you go.
See?
Again.
Now I'm not gonna show the video, because the video shows him getting shot.
Right before the shooting,
Right?
one hand sign, then the ear, and then we have third base coach behind him. Let's find out who these 2 guys are.
Now did you peep that, right? If you watch the videos are out there, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all seen it. The conspiracy theories are saying that when the guy did this side and this side right here, and then the shot was fired. Did y'all peep that? I told you these videos were gonna start servicing. So they are saying that this was a collective hit, right? Pretty much, right? They're saying that Tyler Robinson, who was 150 yards away on top of the building set up, had the scope. We seen the weapon, right? Fine weapon. One of the securities was, in the back, letting them know the wind trajectories and all of that stuff, right? Then the other guy did the third base type signals like this to let him know that he won't be moving. He's still to deliver the kill shot. And then there was the kill shot. Now you have a lot of different people putting videos out about this, man.
Talking about, look, 1, 2, 1, 2. Talking about, and then that was actually the shot right there, believe it or not. They must have confidence in the shooter because they're standing right behind the gentleman. 1, 2. He actually points at him 2 and brings the camera closer.
Yeah, he does.
And then look, third base coach comes on. And that's the actual shot. I will turn it up so you can hear the shot. It's sad.
Now, I still look like Beetlejuice, These Nuts. Your name is These Nuts, right? That's your name, but you're referring to me as Beetlejuice. Come on, man. We got to do better than that. Come up with a new one though, right? So that's what the conspiracy theories are saying already. That this guy was set up. Yes, I'll get to the fights in a second, Malik. I'm gonna get to the fights in a second, right? But more importantly, not the fights. But since you brought that up, I want to talk about how these content creators, these so-called influencer content creators that are there, not only do they not have access, they're not given no type of coverage because now they don't look like the celebrities that they want, the YouTube people to think they are, right? A lot of these guys didn't even go. And yesterday, weigh-in was crazy, right? I've been to a Canelo Alvarez weigh-in, right? Whenever Canelo Alvarez weighs in, the crowd always looks like the fight night crowd, right? But you notice how a lot of these guys didn't go because they would have had to been in the crowd. They wasn't getting that VIP access, so they could not front like celebrities or to try to act like, they were bigger than what they are. See, most of these content creators that sit online and talk to bots and a couple of hundred people, they are scammers, frauds. They really have no motion in boxing. And Canelo Crawford Fight Week has exposed a lot of them. It has. But I'm going to get to that. I just want to get through this Charlie Kirk segment first, and then we're going to talk, because tonight is the big fight. It's up. It's countdown now, right? But yes, so the killer, the conspiracy theory people are out right now. They're saying that this was a collective hit, so to say. Right? The guy did the signs. The other guy was like this. It was like they was on a baseball field. If you watch baseball, the third base coach, he gives the guys the signs and all of that, right? Like this. He gives the signs, right? Oh yeah, these jackets are available. Look, these are available. How's the content looking? Right? These are available. Source, right? Fall is coming, so get you a nice Source varsity jacket. We do have the merchandise available as well, right? Let me put on my glasses and look real cool in studio, right? But see, sometimes I don't like rocking the glasses because it's hard for me to see the comments with the glasses. Anything goes says, as I swipe, I feel like I'm going through a random, whatever. Free El Chapo, yes. So apparently, they're trying to say that it was another government involved, right? I was watching that too. I don't know how true that is. But if the conspiracy theory people are right, and this was a hit, who is behind the hit now? And why would they want to hit Charlie? And like I said, Charlie was the great debater. Now there's another video that I want to play of a Fox News anchor lady or an affiliate of Fox News anchor. She said what I was saying, right? How Charlie was, basically, his stance on a lot of different things on gangbanging and blacks, affirmative action, and things like that. But yet he was killed from a fellow white, what I called yesterday a YW, young white, conservative Republican. Yeah, he was killed by his own. I said this, I knew it, right? Because a lot of times when you get those type of shootings, right? These shootings, they come from, cult type of followings, right? Now I don't want more information to come out, but apparently Tyler Robinson did not agree with a lot of Charlie Kirk's viewpoints. Right? He was very angry with Charlie. Very angry. But if we listen to the conspiracy theories, he wasn't alone. He had help in orchestrating this hit. Now, whether the government, the feds, because the feds grabbed him up, whether they pursue this or they make him the fall guy. What do you guys think? Jimmy, what do you think? Jimmy says maybe he was turning back on Trump and our president didn't like it and sent him to fly. Yeah, they're saying that's a lot of stuff. I heard, well, yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, because I was in here yesterday. Yesterday, one of chat, what up, chat, right? People in the chat said it was the Israeli government. He turned on Israel. See, I don't really follow the guy, but they said that he had a lot of backing from the Israeli government, right? Like 40 million in donations or something. And he started turning on them. Right? I didn't do no research on that yet. Maybe I will today when I'm at the parade and I'm doing parade detail, because I will be just stationed in a big truck. So I will have a lot of time, and I have many devices now, as you can see, so I could just do a lot of Google research on that. But I didn't. I did nothing of the such. Right? But how was the content looking now? There we go. 9 likes. 21 in the building, right? Run a likes. We should be at 10 likes, man. We should be at 10 likes. But another thing that I want to touch on, this might get a lot of you guys upset, right? Right? But, you know, we got to talk about these things, right? As a podcaster, because I'm a podcaster, and I'm just staying out the way, even though I'm going to talk about boxing in a second. I'm staying out the way, right? A lot of white people are upset. Right? Did you guys see those reports? Many whites are upset about the killing of Charlie Kirk, as they should. He was one of theirs. I compared him to the conservative Republican Malcolm X. But people are mad at black people for this. Right? I watched the comedian Godfrey. He did something on this, right? And they're mad at black people, right? And the reason why they're mad at black people is because Charlie, apparently he didn't like black people. I don't think he did, from the stuff that I see. But he wasn't killed by a black. He wasn't killed by a gangbanger, right? He was killed by a fellow conservative Republican. But you have all of these groups now talking about white fight back. Fight back. Fight back who? The comedian Godfrey is spot on with that, man. He was spot on, right? You know the comedian Godfrey? Right? Let's look him up real quick, right? He got a video out and it was funny, right? I had to laugh. Godfrey was spot on with that. Godfrey, right? How was the content looking? What did you say? Hold on, let me see. Oh, damn, it's too many comments right here. Trey Echoes spewing bullshit as usual. No, he wasn't. Trey, no, he wasn't what? Trey, what are you talking about? You don't even come over here, Trey. Trey Echoes? You don't even come over here, Trey Echoes. What are you talking about? Trey Echoes, you're a troll. You're a troll. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. Mad at black people. Why? Exactly. Kenneth Colin. Exactly. Like that's what I'm confused about, man. But the comedian Godfrey, right? These guys are upset. They are upset that, you know, they want to fight back. But who do you want to fight back? They are threatening the HBCUs, right? The historically black colleges. Why? I don't think it was that didn't happen on a black university, right? That did not happen on a black university. So why is all of this anger towards the black historical colleges and the black people, right? Oh, I'm black. Who cares, Trey Echoes? You're a black, right? You are Uncle Ruckus black. Right? Just because you're black doesn't mean you're black. You could be Clayton Bigsby black. Trey Eccles, right? Trey Eccles, are you Clayton Bigsby? Trey Eccles. I think you're Clayton Bigsby. No, I'm far from lost. Look, I have my own brand, my own merchandise. I know who I am, Trey Eccles. Do you know who you are? You don't even come over here. You don't even frequent my channel. So I am not your friend. You are lost. But thank you. Thank you, right? Acting like a victim, you're lost. I'm no victim. I am simply doing my show. And I thank you for attending. But you are the one that is lost. Because I am just speaking on enough topics that I've seen on social media. Who's acting like the victim right now are the white people that are upset that one of theirs was murdered, right? Whereas the blacks, we've been dealing with this forever, right? They killed Martin Luther King like that. They killed Malcolm X. They assassinated Fred Hampton like this. But we are the victims, Trey Eccles. Right? Who sent you over here, Trey Eccles? Who sent you over here, right? But thank you for coming. You are the one that is lost. Right? Honey Gang, Kentucky Kana. Does it make it right? No, it does not. If you've been monitoring my coverage on this, I said that I felt like the man died for what he believed. Right? He was, Malik, I definitely agree with that. But he didn't deserve to get his, like Hassan Campbell said, his TV turned off. He didn't deserve to get his TV turned off. Jimmy Sanchez says Trey supports Trump. I think he does. Yo, Jimmy, Trey is Uncle Ruckus. You ever watch the Boondocks? Trey hates niggas. Trey is Clayton Bigsby. Are you Clayton Bigsby, Trey? You said I was lost, brother. I support intelligence. You said I was lost, brother. I'm simply here, upgrading, doing my podcast, man. You said I was lost, man. No, I love all my brothers who think freely. Okay, Trey, that's cool. But you came in here, you must be a black Republican. Are you a black Republican, Uncle Ruckus? You hate niggas, right, Trey? When you see black people smoking a blunt and drinking some OE or have a bottle of Hennessy, you hate that shit, don't you? You be like, look at those niggas over there. Yo, Malik, they can't fuck with me, man. See, a lot of dudes want to do content and be podcasts, but they have no personality, right? Especially a lot of these dudes that do the boxing. That's why, Malik, you see, I just get out the way now. I don't have to talk boxing, right? See, I talk the boxing because I do boxing, right? But what I started to realize with me talking boxing and doing it, too many people thought they could do it. Now they realize they can't. And what did they do? They turned into jealous fans, man. They turned into jealous fans, man. He said he hates his mother. Damn, Malik, that's cold. Trey, do you hate your mother? What color is your mother? What color is your mother, nigga? Right? Oh, man. Honey Gang said he wasn't racist. He seen patterns. I'm not racist. I love black women. Of course, listen. That's what Godfrey was talking about. Honey Gang, you're probably a white man. You love niggas, right? I got to get on my Charleston White this morning, man. 29 to build a smash the like button. Honey Gang, Kentucky, you love niggas for entertainment, sports, and sex. You'd buy a black whore in a second, wouldn't you? You like that sweet black pussy, don't you? Right? Yeah. So you're not racist for that, right? But you are. No, I love Americans. Okay. I get it. How is the content looking now, man? This guy is a joke. I'm a joke, huh, Trey? So Trey, listen, you do have options. Slide, brother. Slide. You can slide up out of here. We'll move on. And I'll just continue to be a joke, right? I will continue to be a joke, right? No, I don't trick. Okay, you don't trick. Salute to you, man. But there are a lot of people that do trick. You don't trick, right? But let me get back on Charlie, man. So, are there more people, right? Right? Are there more people involved in this? And will the government pursue that angle now? Or will the puck just stop with young Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old, right? 22-year-old. Basically had his whole life ahead of him. But because he did not agree with Charlie's beliefs, he sat on a roof with a high-profile rifle and ended his life. Trey, all you're saying is fact check what, Trey? What do I need to fact check now, Trey? You're just in here typing. You're getting real emotional, Trey. Right? You're getting real emotional. Everything. Okay, Trey. You fact checking for me. Tell me what I said was wrong, Trey. I'm here. I'm on my Charlie. We can have a debate right now. So I don't mind debating these things, right? Nah, I'm chilling watching South Park. No, you did not, Trey. Tell me what facts are wrong, Trey. 30 in the building, 14 likes. There we go. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Jimmy says Trey is going to get that trip. Oh, he continues with the BS. Support black and brown, Trey. Don't be a fool. Don't tell him he's a fool, Jimmy. He's going to get offended. I support black. He supports black. He supports black. Right? He supports black. He just, I'm just a fool, right? I got to get my facts together. But my facts are this. Charlie talked about black people. It wasn't a black person that took his life. He talked about how black on black is the number one thing that kills blacks, right? I have the videos of this, right? Maybe I'll play them when I'm I think I will, because I'm going to do a part 2 to this. This isn't going to be the only live stream I do. When I'm on parade detail, I'm going to, do some more, right? But let's stir it up now, right? Check the vibes, catch the vibes right here, since I'm such a fool, right? Charlie Kirk talked about black on black being the number one killer in the black community, besides like heart attacks and diabetes and all that. Subsequently, it was white on white that took him out, right? He was killed from a 22-year-old young white conservative. How ironic, right? When black on black is the leading cause of black deaths, but yet this conservative influencer, Republican debater, he was a debater, was murdered, cold blood murder, by a young white, right? But he loved to preach that black on black genocide, basically, in the ghettos, the inner cities, is the number one cause of death. But yet he was killed and his life was ended from a young white, no criminal record, who apparently came from a good family upbringing, right? Mother was a social worker, father some form of law enforcement, they say, right? But how is the content looking now? Trey, did I articulate that well enough for you, Trey? Let me get to my chat, man. Let me get to my chat. I'm trying to keep up with my chat. What was it like to form the Big Three with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen? How did the team's chemistry develop? Yeah, that was a good team. We're not talking basketball, but that was a hell of a team. No, I'm still lying. Trey, so what am I lying about? He wasn't killed by a white boy? What am I lying about, Trey? Trey, what am I lying about? He was killed by a 22-year-old white boy. Not a gangbanger from Chicago. Not a gangbanger from LA. He's not conservative. Oh, he's not conservative because he killed, what's the name? So what is he then, Trey? What is he then? USA Today said he's a Republican conservative. What is he then, Trey? That's a lie. Why is it a lie, Trey? Because he killed Charlie Kirk because he didn't agree with him? Oh, he's a liberal. He's a liberal. He's a liberal. Look it up. He's a liberal. Always the race card. What race card? What race card? Man, Malik is on, y'all. Shout out to Malik, the moderator, man. Malik, you chopping them down, Malik. But please, Malik, leave some of them because I have to learn. That is what my people are telling me. I have to learn to respond to the chat, right? Because I'm getting it together now, Malik. So I have to learn to respond to the chat. I have to learn to, how's the content looking though, Malik? Independent out the muck, right? We killing the game right now, right? We are killing it, man. Please, some of the boxing guys come over here, right? You don't want to troll me no more because a lot of these boxing guys know you can't even do nothing with me in that round, right? And we're not even talking boxing yet. He said, you're getting it, brother. NYT in the building, salute, my good brother. Yo, T, look at me now, T. T, look at me, man. They don't even realize how long I've really been doing this. Like being a talk show host or really doing a podcast, this is easy work for me. I'm trolling Trey. Trey, how am I trolling? Because I'm telling the truth that he was killed from a fellow white, not a gangbanger from LA, not a gangbanger from Chicago who he so despised. Charlie despised the gangbangers, man. He despised the gangbangers. He said, have phone debates. 28 viewers is not good. Oh, it is very good. It is very good, Trey. Because these are 28 real viewers, right? These are 28 real viewers. The other day I had over 700, 800 real viewers, Trey. And Trey, look, you're still over here. So you're one of the 28. You're one of the 28, Trey. So what's that say about you? Trey, what does that say about you? Yo, listen, Trey, I could care less, right? I could be over here talking to nobody. Because for 7 years, that's what I did. When I did boxing podcasts, I talked to nobody. Real talk. But you look me up, though, Trey. And talking to nobody, I secured my nephew a contract with top-ranked ESPN. I've been all over the world covering boxing, right? City to city, state to state, talking to nobody, doing podcasts. Now I'm talking to guys like you and whoever else are upset that a white man killed another white man over debates. Yeah, you're over here though. And that's what really happened. That white man killed another white man. But the white man that he killed despised black gangbangers. Despised them. But yet he was killed from a white boy. Savagely, like a gang member, right? Sniper shot. So how does that sound? Yeah, I'm cooking, right, Malik? I told you, Malik, I do this, man. I do this, man. Send your best. Bring out the best, right? He said Trey deserves his ass for supporting Trump. Yo, Jimmy, you're on fire, Jimmy. You're on fire, man. Trey's watching South Park, man. Yo, Trey's watching South Park. He said, yes, a white man killed a white man. A white conservative was killed by a white liberal. Okay, Trey. Trey, just watch South Park, Trey. You're getting too worked up, man. You're getting, yo, Trey, you're getting too worked up. Yeah, Trey, man. Just watch South Park, good brother. Watch South Park, man. You're getting too worked up, brother. Yeah, you're getting too worked up. But, man, that's the irony in this, though, man. That, like Trey said, a conservative white man was killed by a liberal white man. Not a gangbanger from Chicago. Not a gangbanger from LA. It was white on white crime, right? White on white crime, right? And he despised the blacks killing the blacks, but yet his own took him out, man. Jimmy, I promise you don't want the hands. Uh-oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, you riled them up. Yo, Trey, I can set that up, man. You know, I'm about to go to the gym right now before I go to the job, right? Jimmy says, Trey, want to be on the news? Oh, man. Yo, you got Trey started, man. Trey was watching Southpaw. Trey, look, the numbers went up, Trey. I got 34 in here now, Trey. Trey, there's 34 in here, man. Hit the like button, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right? Thank you so much, man. Charlie, I loved you. Yes, a lot of people love Charlie, man. Charlie had a cult-like following, a mob-like following. He was one of the best debaters, like from all the videos that I watched of him. He was top-notch with his shit. I don't discredit him and all that, man. He was top-notch. But at the end of the day, he was killed because of his views, not by a gangbanger, man. That he despised gangbangers. He was from Chicago. He despised the gangs. He was killed by a liberal, white, 22 years old. Right? Did I get that right this time, Trey? Right? Trey says the only issue is you're not stating the correct fact. Trey, so what is the correct facts, Trey? I'm lost. Like you said, Trey, I'm lost. So Tyler Robinson wasn't a 22-year-old white liberal? Was Tyler T-Dog, T-Rock from Compton? Was he black? What am I missing, Trey? Was that Tyler T-Rock Robinson from Compton? What am I missing, man? What am I missing? What am I missing, Trey? Charlie Kirks' apprehended killer was Tyler Rock, Tay-Rock from Compton? Or was that Tyler Robinson from Utah? Right? What am I missing, Trey? Right? Jimmy says, Trey, just make sure your funeral service are paid for. Don't let the headache. Oh, man. Malik said, fuck that he got killed by a white gangster. Malik, man. They're not going to like that comment, Malik. Yeah. He said, LYT said the white T-Rock ain't playing. Yeah, that was T-Rock. That was T-Rock, right? Since I'm wrong, right? What set was Tyler Robinson affiliated with, man? Tyler Robinson was affiliated with a set? He was gangbanging, right? He was gangbanging. He set tripped, right? Oh, no. He was a liberal. Charlie was a conservative, so they wasn't set tripping. Right? And I know you can't shoot. You probably can't fight. Who, Jimmy? I can fight, Trey. You ain't talking about me, Trey. Trey, you definitely ain't talking about me. I can fight very well, Trey. You ain't talking about me. And trust it, you're not talking about me, Trey. You better check out some of my content, man. You ain't talking about me, Trey. When it comes to these right here, Trey, you're not talking about me, please. Oh, I know you was talking about Jimmy. How you doing? That is the cleaner lady. She's here. I haven't been here in quite some time. He said Trey doesn't want to fight. Yes, he doesn't know, T. He doesn't. But listen, we're gonna stay on topic with this, but we're also gonna talk about the big fights tonight, right? Canelo, Crawford, the weigh-in was crazy yesterday. It was crazy, truth be told. I went to the weigh-in when he fought Rocky Feldon in Madison Square Garden. It gave me that feel. I was not in Vegas, but it gave me that feel. Like, one thing about Canelo Alvarez, he is a rock star. His people support him. That stadium was packed yesterday, and that was for the weigh-in, right? That was for the weigh-in. That weigh-in put the Crawford Spence weighing to Shane. And it was the ceremonial weigh-in. But there was massive people out there. Now, a lot of these content creators might have been there, but they didn't want to post they was there because they was in the stands. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should have posted that. That is all content. It's an event. It's content. Right? But see, a lot of these guys, they don't want to post it because they come online and they act like they're bigger than what they are. They think that their platforms make them bigger than what they are, and they're not. User NR, Crawford for the win. I believe so too. They both looked about the same size, and that was good 12 hours of hydration. Now, Canelo's going to be super big tonight. He's going to get that carne asada. He's going to be massive tonight. But 12 hours. Because remember, they weighed in probably 9, 10-ish Vegas time. That weigh-in took place around that time, 6 evening, you know. So they had hours of fluids, eating, and, you know, they still looked on code, on cue, right? I just think Terrence Crawford got something to prove tonight, man. You know, Canelo, it's just another day in the office, man, for Canelo. Canelo has been at the top of the food chain for so long. You know, win, lose, or draw, he's going to be all right. But I think that Crawford knows this is his opportunity to really cement his legacy and also steal the throne. Like my boy CW said, hopefully he was there and he throws out his content. Right? If you was at that event yesterday, the weigh-in, you need to post your content regardless if you was in the nosebleed section. Regardless if you was in the nosebleed section, you should be posting your content because you was there. See, that's what people don't realize, that go to these events as fans. It's an experience. Everybody wants to be media. Everybody wants to do things, but you can't if you're not doing it. If you were there, you were doing it. You post what you had. T said, Bud, as of right now, does not know how to lose at all. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. I can't wait to cover this parade at 12. And then I think I'm going to do Wingstop tonight, man. I'm going to get some wings, man. Me and my girls, because, you know, Coach Rena's a boxing baby. We're going to watch the fights, man. Hopefully Netflix does not crash. Hopefully it does not crash. But a lot of these boxing YouTube content creators got exposed this week. They know who they are. Fake-ass celebrities, wannabes. A lot of the jealous fan YouTube boxing guys have been exposed. Been exposed, man. Y'all are jealous fans, man. But that was the boxing right there. I'm going back over to Charlie Kirk now. Because like I said, I don't really like talking boxing too much no more. I do it. And I expose y'all by doing it. When you don't support me, it didn't stop me. Like in a couple more weeks, another major announcement is going to come off about something that I have accomplished again in boxing. All right, so that is why now, if you pay attention to the content that I'm putting out, I am really stepping out of my shell. Right? I'm showing that I don't need a whole bunch of fake, fellowships to watch me do boxing content. I don't need to send out links and be like, yo, jump on my panel. I'm going on now. No, when you really know how to rock a microphone and you have personality, charisma, you could do your thing organically, man. 17 likes. Appreciate the likes. Run the likes up, though, man. Just another day. Long time coming. Yeah, shout out to D-Ray, man. D-Ray, hopefully you was out there, man. You know, Nebraska, Omaha is thick out there. A lot of my peoples are on deck from the north side. One thing, I wish I lived in a community in town like that, but we don't, right? One thing about where I'm from, nothing but haters. Jealous guys, they don't know how to come together. They don't know how to support nothing, right? The Omaha community, There's probably like that too, but they do support Terrence Crawford. You know, they organize trips, right? And a lot of the people are out there because they put the money up and they get the rooms. They do it all the time. I met a lot of good brothers back in the day at Crawford Calm fights, Crawford Green Machine fights. They was doing it then. They always do it. And they're doing it now in Vegas. So salute to them. Hopefully you are out there, D-Ray. But I don't think you are. No knock on nothing, D-Ray, if you're still over here. I don't think you're out there. You know. I just think you are part of the YouTube boxing community. You know, the YouTube boxing community supports how they support. Cash 75. Note you're expanding your content. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you. I live 50 miles from Omaha and going for Canelo. Okay. I think he's a great boxer. There's nothing wrong with going for Canelo. A lot of people are going for Canelo, and they should. This is Canelo's weight class, right? Canelo is the natural 168 pounder. Terrence Crawford is invading his territory. Terrence Crawford is the naturally smaller man if we look at where they both started their careers. So there's nothing wrong with that, cat. Now, see, even though that I'm going for Crawford, that is your opinion. I am not going to curse you out. I am not going to say, you know, there's other content creators that do that. We are not on that type of time. But thank you for coming through, man. We are 3 away from 20. Could we get 3 more likes to get to 20 likes, man? I need about 20 likes, man. That's all. And if you notice, I did not tell you to donate $1. Just hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Likes are free. Uh-oh, Trey's back, man. Salute, Trey. Trey says, Jimmy, you don't want it, man. Hopefully you still over here, Jimmy. I can line that up, Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, I can set that up, man. Jimmy, I can set that up. Trey wants to smoke, man. See, we started talking a little bit of boxing, and Trey's ready to get it. Trey's ready to get down. Look, hey, Shanewz, where you at? I'm down for a spawn, man. I'm right around the corner from the gym. Trey, whenever you are in New York, preferably Long Island, look me up. I have access to the Suffolk PAL gym. Oh, look, Trey, this is the only thing that I require. New York, Trey. This is the only thing that I'm going to require from you, Trey. I want you to sign a waiver. That's it. Sign a waiver. Because when I physically assault you, I do not want you trying to press charges on me, right? Because it's all recreational fun, right? It's all recreational fun. Because I'm really seriously going to put hands on you. I'm going to make you feel pain that you never felt. But I don't want you to say, yo, this man assaulted me. He attempted to kill me and get me locked up. Because I got a lot of things going on professionally. I don't need that on my jacket, literally. I don't need that on my jacket. But as long as you sign that waiver, man, we can mix it up, man. I'm glad you was an instructor. I'm glad you was an instructor. But when you're around, just look me up. I'm very accessible. Say less. Say less, good brother. I'm very accessible. You look like my ex-wife's dad. Shady Norman, your ex-wife's dad. How old was he, man? I look that old, man. I'm only 46, man. I look that old, man. I'm coming with respect, by the way. That's cool. Me too, man. Yo, listen, boxing, real boxers, gladiators, it's no bad blood. They respect each other, man. Anybody that gets in the ring and fights, after they fight, like if you ever noticed, God, look at Crawford and Benavidez Jr. Remember, they had crazy bad blood. Those brothers went on to make a movie together, be in a movie together and make money. They fought, man. He tried to smack him in the face at the weigh-ins and all that. It was like, come on. Once you get in the ring with a guy, literally a real ring like this, square circle, and y'all, you know, hash it out, all that animosity is done. You have a newfound respect, you know? If you know, you know. But a lot of people don't know, man. A lot of people don't know, man. He said, LYT said your ex-wife's dad? Bro, damn. Yeah, right? He said, how old do I look, man? Shady Lord, I'm 46, man. I'm still making babies. Bang, 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 bang. How do I look? Y'all look that old, man? I look that old, Shady? He said, facts, see, you got facts in you. Yo, Trey, I do, Trey. Yo, Trey, listen. At the end of the day, Trey, this is my platform, right? I should have worn my cowboy hat, right? But I'm marketing my merchandise today. But listen, this is my character, right? Why everybody else could come on the internet, right? They could be whatever character they want. Charleston Whites, all of these guys, right? And people accept them, embrace them. But when my character, right? Whatever character I want to be, when I turn on the internet and I do my podcast, whether it was boxing, they would despise it, they were jealous, they were mad. Now they're jealous and mad. I'm not saying you, Trey, I'm just saying, now they're jealous and mad that I'm just talking about trending topics. And I'm doing numbers now. Look, I got 20 likes, man. Trey, only 5 people used to watch me before. That's what they said. You know, the handicap guy, handyman. No, get to read the handicap. Yeah, handyman. Your handyman. What has handyman done in boxing? Nothing. He's still panhandling. His room probably still smells like shit, right? It is what it is, right? He said, brother, sorry I came at you that way. I should have explained, but nah, it's all good. Yo, Trey, this is all content, brother. It's all content. As long as you, like I said, you were respectful at the end of the day. You have guys that come over here, they invite you to their manhood. You know, oh, you need to shave. You're ugly. You're ugly. Nigga, I will fuck your mother in front of you. And she'll tell you, boy got big dick. she said, girl like big dick. Yeah. But you know, these guys, they be disrespectful over content, man. It's just content at the end of the day, man. You know? It's just content, man. That's why, look, all these dudes that always be telling me I'm ugly, and they be worried about my chipped tooth and all that. You know what I do? I show them my blessings. I be like, yo, look at my daughter. I get compliments on my kids, man. All my kids are fine and beautiful. So that means that they came from me. They came from this down here, from me. So that means my DNA, the man upstairs, blessed me. So regardless of my chipped tooth being chipped, or I look like Beetlejuice, damn, I produce some fine specimens. But hey, what do I know, man? How is the content looking now, man? It's 10:13. I almost hit my hour mark, right? Right? I'm gonna go run to the gym because I gotta go to work at 12. Parade detail, you know. But I'll probably come back on when I'm at the parade. You know, I'm gonna come back on when I'm at the parade, show you guys the festivities, show you that I do have a career, right? I am a working man. That's why if you notice, I don't be on here saying, yo, refresh the super chat. That's not my angle. Because I know eventually I'm gonna get a real bag from podcasting. Because the real people, you know, that sponsor these things, they're gonna have to come get with me. Because I got what it takes. I've been told y'all that, man. T, let them know, man. This isn't new. UGK, Underground King. I had a successful podcast. I used to do this like this with all of my homeboys and friends. Earl Spencer's uncle, my brother, NYT, years ago. Paid for studio times and all that. But then I found out about Streamyard and YouTube and all of that. And I went the independent route. But this is nothing new, right? I just had to learn the internet, right? You see now, it's easy for me to deal with it, right? Because before, I didn't like the internet. Like guys that come on here and troll you, I like to get busy. I'll see you and do you how I did Homeboy. I say, yo, I'm weird how? I'm weird how, man? Show me how I'm weird, man. And if you make the wrong move, I'm gonna put you down. Quick, fast. My shit is lightning. I'm gonna put you down, man. He said, sir, I subscribe when I visit New York, actual message you. Okay, bet. Bet, Trey. I'm here, man. If you look at my content, I'm in the gym, and Malik and NYT, these guys will tell you, I'm in the gym every night of the week, basically. Every night of the week. I work with the kids. You're an instructor, I'm an instructor too. But I don't, if you know, you know, right? I don't come on here and say, oh, I'm Coach Jones, I'm Mentor Jones, right? He said, you didn't break and stay true to yourself, and that's respectable. Appreciate that, man. You did too. Yeah, I like you too, Trey. You said you was watching South Park. You look like I Show Speeds that I am. Yeah, shout out to I Show Speed, man. He's been putting me on. That's one of my daughter's favorite. He's been putting me on. That's why my content is doing better numbers now, if you notice. Maybe you don't, but my content has been doing much better numbers, right? Because I Show Speed and Kai Sinat, those guys are helping me out, man. I've been to Streaming University, right? The content is looking real good. I'm identifying. Look, I'm identifying with my chat better, right? Oh, we hit the mark. We got the 20 likes. Thank you. You see the chat is live, as you can see. We're getting better. This is the independent grind over here. Shanewz LLC. How's the content looking now, right? Identifying with my chat better, right? Right? We're working, man. He said I look like I Show Speed's dad. Oh, man. Hold on. I gotta... I Show Speed's dad, right? He says, you look like... Man... Shout out to I Show Speed. He's on a world tour right now. I think he was in Memphis. He's all over. But I need the I Show Speed algorithm. So I Show Speed, if you see this, man, he said I look like your dad. I didn't want to let them know that we were related. But yo, you gotta, get me in the algorithm now, nephew. Nephew, get me in the algorithm. He said it. I did. Right? He said I look like your dad, man, my brother. So get me in that algorithm. get me in that algorithm, nephew. Appreciate that, S10M. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. But yes, we're working. Tonight's the fights, man. Everybody enjoy the fights, man. If you got a little bit of money, right? And everybody does have money, right? I want y'all to put a wager on Crawford, man. Don't come online and bet these guys online. Oh, I got 1,000, I got this. No, if you got $1,000 to bet it at the casinos. Make real money, right? Because Crawford is an underdog. If you betting with Crawford, right? Salim, that's a powerful name. Salim, salute, man. Powerful name. I like that name. Salim, I like that name. Powerful name, brother. But if you got money to bet on Crawford, he's the underdog, man. He's the underdog. You can win a lot of money. You put $1,000 up on Crawford, win a lot of money. But if you got money, right? Not even big money, but money to throw away, right? And a lot of you guys do throw away money, right? Check this out. You throw away money, right? On habits and things you like. Put that money on Crawford tonight. Instead of going to buy an eighth of weed, a 12-pack of beer or whatever, your bottles and all that, put that money on Crawford. But a lot of you guys can't do that because you got to support your habits. A lot of you guys are junkies, fiends, and all of that, man. You're going to lose money on Crawford. Well, I guess they'll lose their money. I got money on Crawford tonight, man. But how is the content looking now, y'all? Appreciate the 22 likes. I'm going to run to the gym real quick. It's 10:19. I'm going to stop up in the gym real quick, and then I got to head to work. I got to be at work at 12. So I got a little bit of time, but I wanted to come in and get this professional setting live done. Because the more of these that I do, right, the more I am exposing me as somebody that not can only rock the mic. I don't need fake fellowship. I make my own opportunities. I get to my own motion. right? But salute to everybody that came through. Thank you for subscribing, Trey Echoes. Shout out to my executive producer, Malik. Thank you for holding down the board. NYT, Jimmy, Shady Norman, right? Shady Norman said I look like his ex-wife's dad. Shout out to the brother that said, Salim, who said I look like I Show Speed's dad, right? I Show Speed nephew, hook me up, man. You know, just give me, you know, you got what, 46 million now? Come on now. Yeah, throw me a 10 for that, man. You know, look out, man. I told you the other day, right? If y'all watch I Show Speed, right? Yeah, he dropped 90 bands, right? He seen my comments in the chat. He dropped 90 bands on his homeboys in Cincinnati. I was like, yeah, you got to get them a security escort, man. You know, the vultures is watching, man. Get them a security escort, man. You can't give those guys that type of money on a live stream and think that the wolves ain't plotting on them now, man. Right? Yes, I do too, brother. Thank you, Salim. Thank you, man. Thank you. But I'm about to wrap this up. Oh, man, Trey, you made my day with that, Trey. See? I'm going to pin that, Trey. Because my peoples need to see that, right? My peoples need to see that, Trey. What you just said, right? Because I've been telling the powers that be that, right? I say that all the time. He said, you actually kept me engaged the whole time. That was cool. That's what I tell them. I'll be like, yo, they want to talk about my characters, right? They want me to be a gimmick. I'll be like, the gimmick is me, who I am. Why do I have to be a gimmick? Right? Well, do I need to be a gimmick or can the gimmick be me? Me being me. Me reacting, me, you know, corresponding with the chat, going off of that. But hey, what do I know, right? But we're all learning though, man. But Trey, thank you for your feedback too. I want to say this before I close out, right? Because I'm about to close out. You said that I kept you engaged. You kept me engaged, brother, because another thing that I'm learning as streaming is when the chat is very active, they always tell me this, right? You have to pick somebody out in the chat and hopefully you can engage back and forth with him, and that can also help to carry the show. And that's what me and you did, Trey. I don't know if you was aware of that, but I picked you out, right? I singled you out. Now, I refer to you as Clayton Bigsby and Uncle Ruckus. I didn't mean none of those things, but I engaged with you, and that led to me and you going back and forth. So by me and you going back and forth, that also helped to carry the show. But hey, what do I know? This is the Source Experience. And by the way, remember when I was in here and I broke down the Boots Ennis deal, right? Remember, y'all look, y'all not gonna give me my flowers, right? But I'm giving them to myself because me and Bozy talked. I sat up here, not this room particular. I think I was in room 1, the room behind me, the much larger room. I went to the board and I told y'all about when Boots Ennis, before he signed with Matchroom, I broke it down on the board. Boots has since signed with Matchroom and is fighting for millions of dollars. Right? Now my peoples reached out to me. I'm not going to disclose all my peoples, but they reached out to me. And I told that. I spoke to Bozy, and then I did that live stream. And I was like, yo, you should go with Eddie Hearns. They got the money for you. Where'd he end up with? Eddie Hearns, making millions of dollars. He's fighting next month again in his backyard. Millions of dollars, man. But hey, what do I know? Overlooked, lied on. But look, the receipts, that's all over the game. This is the Source Experience, the news. By Shanewz. Look, you know, you do have options. Yes, these are available, $350 and up, customized, however you want it. You don't have to have this color. Let me know, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. Everything is done by the books, man. LLC, you know, legit. We not scamming. All I ask for is the likes. All I ask for is the likes. He said, just pop the lock on us. Yeah, you know. I got the moves, man. Yo, look. Yo, when me and you get in the ring, I'm a pop lock, man. You know, yo, how you think I'm gonna dodge some of your punches, man? You know, I can't be a sitting target, Trey. Trey, you're gonna be in there trying to take my head off. So I gotta be able to move, Trey, right? I gotta be able to move, right? Cause yo, Trey, if you coming at me like this, and I can't dodge those punches, Trey, I'm gonna be like this, right? I can't be like that. I gotta be able to dip up out of those, Trey, and you know I gotta be able to dip up out of those. But hey, what do I know? You know you do have options. NYT, love you, bro. I'll talk to you soon. I holla.